on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Winston. And pass complete to Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The handoff to Ford up the middle. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Ford. Wiggles free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Here's Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's good for Washington.
Throwing now is Daniels. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the air goes Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. Ready. And the Browns 1st down.
This is Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they turn to Ford. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Daniels. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here? You want analysis? Ridiculous.
Taken in at the 11. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Winston.
35-yard line.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On play action, Winston through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 37 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Browns 9.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And a lot's changed in a short amount of time. You had the safety. That led to a touchdown. So their commanding lead not so commanding anymore as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Was defended by Martin Emerson.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. To throw is Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. He had a man open. Missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
To throw, Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run with Ford. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And fighting down inside the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this one's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got... They dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Slings this deep for McLaurin, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Ready? Let me go.
Play fake. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let me go.
Off the play fake. Winston. This will be caught. Judy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Jerry Judy. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns. Control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Let me go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Commanders 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Robinson up the middle and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Runs through the contact. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mariota. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
That's good for Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he is going to be stopped. Behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. The slot man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Ready.
On 1st down, Ford. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way to the 35.
Ready.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Ready.
Mariota. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shut up.
Mariota to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
That's another Washington first
To throw Mariota. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another drive, 2nd and 10 now.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Mariota now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's first and goal.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. First and goal at the 7.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Commanders put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Ready. Ready we go.
Now Winston. Gets this to Moore. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready. Wait, hold up.
Here's Winston. Completes to Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up now on second down.
Ready.
Winston. Right back to Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 6 coming up.
At the 33-yard line.
Wait, hold up.
Winston to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
He's back to throw. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 3rd and 8 situation, a tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That was a big risk here in overtime. He sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be in position themselves. So you have confidence in him, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. What can Winston do in the OT now? He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They go play action. Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses.